Ladies and gentlemen, hardship is the path, not a detour. It is an essential part of the journey rather than an obstacle blocking the way. Many people spend their lives trying to avoid difficulties, believing that if they could only sidestep pain, struggle, and discomfort, they would reach happiness. But the truth is, hardship is not something to be escaped, it is something to be embraced. It is the very force that shapes us, refines us, and strengthens us. Every difficulty we encounter is an opportunity to grow, to develop resilience, and to become more than we were before. When we face hardship, it is natural to feel frustration or despair. The mind often resists suffering, instinctively seeking an easier way out. However, if we shift our perspective, we will see that hardship is not a punishment but a teacher. It forces us to confront our weaknesses, exposes our fears, and demands that we develop the strength to overcome them. Without challenge, there is no growth. Without adversity, there is no transformation. If we accept that struggle is not a deviation from the path but the path itself, we learn to walk with purpose through life's storms, rather than attempting to run from them. Consider how nature operates. A tree does not grow strong in gentle breezes and mild weather. It becomes sturdy by standing firm against the wind, by anchoring its roots deeper with each passing storm. The same principle applies to us. When we are faced with difficulties, we are given a choice: resist them and remain as we are, or endure them and become stronger. Hardship is the force that tests our limits, stretches our capabilities, and reveals our inner strength. If we refuse to engage with it, we remain stagnant. If we embrace it, we evolve. Many people perceive hardship as an interruption to their plans, an unfortunate setback that delays their progress. But what if hardship is the plan? What if every struggle we encounter is precisely what we need to become the person we are meant to be? The most meaningful achievements are often the result of enduring hardship, not avoiding it. A sculptor does not create beauty by leaving a block of stone untouched. The masterpiece is revealed through chisel and hammer, through the removal of excess, through the resistance of the stone against the artist's tools. In the same way, hardship carves away what is unnecessary in us, leaving behind a refined and stronger version of ourselves. The stories of those who have achieved greatness are not tales of ease and comfort but of perseverance through hardship. Every significant accomplishment in history is built upon a foundation of struggle. The scientist who spends years overcoming failure before making a breakthrough, the athlete who endures grueling training to reach the pinnacle of success, the artist who persists despite rejection, these individuals do not reach their goals by avoiding hardship but by moving through it. Their success is not in spite of difficulty but because of it. When we resist hardship, we suffer more. Avoidance only leads to prolonged struggle as we waste energy fighting against what is inevitable. But when we accept that hardship is an integral part of the journey, we begin to work with it rather than against it. We learn to endure, to adapt, and to find meaning even in pain. Struggle is not something to be feared. It is a necessary part of life, a test that offers us the opportunity to prove our strength. There is a common belief that happiness lies in comfort and ease. But true fulfillment comes from overcoming, from knowing that we faced adversity and did not break. The satisfaction of having endured hardship, of having walked through fire and emerged stronger, is far greater than any fleeting comfort. Strength is not developed in the absence of struggle but through it. Each challenge we overcome adds to our resilience, making us more capable of facing the next one. The greatest rewards in life often come at the greatest cost. If we accept hardship as a necessary part of the process, we stop fearing it. We stop seeing struggle as something that delays our progress and instead recognize it as the very thing that propels us forward. Hardship is not a diversion, it is the road itself. Those who understand this do not seek the easiest path, but the one that will shape them into something greater. Struggle shapes character in ways that comfort never can. It is in the moments of difficulty, hardship, and adversity that a person's true nature is tested and refined. Without struggle, there is no need for resilience, no reason to develop patience, no necessity for discipline. It is through hardship that we are given the opportunity to grow, to discover the depth of our own strength, and to shape ourselves into something greater than we once were. The character of an individual is not formed in times of ease, but in the face of challenges that demand endurance, perseverance, and fortitude. When everything in life is smooth and effortless, there is little reason to push beyond our limits. We settle into routines of comfort, avoiding difficulties wherever possible. But struggle forces us to confront what we are truly made of. It reveals our weaknesses, exposing the areas where we are lacking, while also providing the means to overcome them. Each difficulty presents a choice: to shrink in the face of hardship or to rise above it, to allow struggle to break us, or to use it as a catalyst for growth. Those who choose to endure, who lean into the discomfort rather than flee from it, develop a character that is unshakable. They become the type of people who can weather life's inevitable storms with grace and determination. Struggle teaches patience. In an age where instant gratification is the norm, many have lost the ability to wait, to persist, to endure setbacks without frustration. But real progress takes time, and adversity forces us to accept that not everything comes easily or quickly. It is through difficulty that we learn to keep moving forward, even when the results are not immediate. Those who have never faced struggle are often quick to give up at the first sign of resistance, while those who have endured hardships understand that setbacks are not failures, but part of the process. They develop the patience to see things through, to persist even when the reward is not yet visible. Struggle also instills discipline. When faced with adversity, it becomes clear that success is not a matter of luck or talent alone, but of consistent effort and perseverance. Hardship requires that we show up even when we do not feel like it, that we put in the work even when motivation is absent. Those who embrace struggle learn the value of discipline, of pushing forward when others would quit. They understand that effort is what separates those who achieve from those who only wish. Discipline, once cultivated through struggle, becomes a defining trait that allows individuals to overcome future challenges with unwavering commitment. Beyond discipline and patience, struggle fosters resilience. Life is unpredictable, and no one is immune to suffering. At some point, everyone will face loss, failure, disappointment, or pain. But those who have already endured struggle are prepared for these inevitable hardships. They have been tested before and have emerged stronger. They know that pain is temporary, that setbacks do not define them, and that they possess the inner strength to overcome whatever comes their way. Resilience is not something that can be learned from books or developed in the absence of hardship. It is earned through experience, through facing adversity head-on, and refusing to be defeated by it. Struggle forces us to confront our fears. Many people live within the confines of their comfort zones, avoiding anything that might challenge them or expose them to failure. But true growth occurs when we step beyond what is familiar, when we face discomfort rather than retreat from it. Fear loses its power when we engage with it repeatedly, when we prove to ourselves that we are capable of enduring hardship and emerging stronger on the other side. Through struggle, we learn that our limitations are often self-imposed, that we are capable of far more than we initially believed. Struggle fosters empathy. Those who have faced difficulties understand what it means to suffer, and in turn they develop a greater sense of compassion for others. It is often those who have endured the most hardship who are the most understanding, the most willing to extend kindness, because they know firsthand what it means to struggle. Adversity has a way of humbling us, of reminding us that we are not invincible, that we too need help at times. And in recognizing our own struggles, we become more attuned to the struggles of those around us. Every great individual, every remarkable leader, every person of strength and wisdom has been shaped by struggle. It is the refining fire through which character is forged. Without hardship there is no depth, no resilience, no true sense of self. Those who embrace struggle rather than resist it come to understand that it is not something to be feared but something to be valued. It is not a curse but a gift, an opportunity to become more than we once were. Struggle does not break us, it builds us. Pain is temporary but growth is lasting. Every hardship, every setback, and every painful moment we experience eventually fades with time. What remains, however, is the strength, wisdom, and resilience we gain from enduring those moments. Pain is a momentary state, an experience that challenges us, but it does not define us. Growth, on the other hand, is a transformation that stays with us long after the pain has subsided. It is the lasting reward of struggle, the evidence of endurance, and the mark of progress. Those who understand this principle do not fear hardship, they embrace it, knowing that beyond the discomfort lies something far more valuable. Pain often feels overwhelming in the moment. It can cloud judgment, create doubt, and make even the strongest individuals question their ability to move forward. It is easy to believe that pain will last forever, that suffering is an inescapable part of life. But history, experience, and personal reflection reveal a different truth. Pain is fleeting. It passes, just as dark clouds give way to clear skies. No hardship, no matter how great, lasts indefinitely. Time heals, circumstances change, and even the deepest wounds begin to fade. But what remains long after the pain is gone is the person we have become because of it. Growth is what transforms pain into something meaningful. It is the process by which we take adversity and use it to become stronger, wiser, and more capable. If pain were permanent, life would be unbearable. But pain serves a purpose. It pushes us beyond our limits, forces us to adapt, and ultimately shapes us into individuals who can handle greater challenges. Those who understand that pain is temporary do not run from it. They endure it, knowing that it is the price of growth. They recognize that the struggle they face today will make them more prepared for whatever comes tomorrow. The most valuable lessons in life are often learned through pain. Comfort does not teach resilience, and ease does not foster wisdom. It is through difficulty that people develop the qualities that define strength. When someone faces a challenge and refuses to give up, they gain confidence in their ability to handle adversity. When someone experiences failure and chooses to rise again, they develop perseverance. Every painful moment carries within it the opportunity for personal growth. It is not the pain itself that matters, but what we choose to do with it. Some of the greatest achievements in history have been born from struggle. Athletes push their bodies to the limit, enduring intense pain to reach new levels of excellence. Artists, writers, and musicians often create their most profound work through periods of personal suffering. Scientists and innovators fail countless times before making breakthroughs that change the world. None of these individuals achieved greatness by avoiding pain. They accepted it as part of the process and used it as a stepping stone toward something greater. Pain is temporary, but the impact of perseverance lasts forever. Pain also deepens our understanding of ourselves. It reveals what we truly value, what we are willing to fight for, and what we are capable of overcoming. Many people do not realize their own strength until they are forced to endure hardship. It is in moments of struggle that character is tested and revealed. Those who face pain with courage come to understand that they are far stronger than they ever imagined. They learn that their limits are not as fixed as they once believed. And once they emerge on the other side, they carry that realization with them, using it to face future challenges with confidence. It is natural to want to avoid pain. Human instinct seeks comfort, ease, and safety. But if avoiding pain becomes the primary goal, growth is sacrificed in the process. A person who never challenges themselves, never takes risks, and never steps outside their comfort zone may never experience deep suffering, but they will also never experience deep transformation. Growth requires sacrifice. It demands discomfort, but it offers something in return, something far greater than temporary pain. Pain is a test, but it is not a permanent condition. The difficult moments in life come and go, but the strength built through enduring them remains. Growth is what turns suffering into something meaningful, what gives purpose to pain. Those who understand this do not let hardship define them. Instead, they use it as a tool, shaping themselves into individuals capable of facing whatever life may bring. The body may feel pain, the mind may experience struggle, but the soul that chooses to grow through it becomes unbreakable. Pain fades, but the person forged in its fire remains. Control what you can, accept what you cannot. This simple yet powerful principle is the key to inner peace and resilience in an unpredictable world. Much of human suffering comes not from external events themselves, but from our resistance to them. We spend so much time and energy trying to change things that are beyond our control: other people's opinions, the course of fate, or the inevitable challenges of life, while neglecting the one thing that is always within our power, our own mindset and response. By focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot, We free ourselves from unnecessary frustration and find strength in the face of adversity. Life is filled with uncertainty. Plans do not always unfold as expected, circumstances change without warning, and setbacks occur despite our best efforts. Trying to control everything is an exhausting and futile pursuit. No amount of worry will stop the passing of time, prevent losses, or alter the behavior of others. The more we try to resist the uncontrollable, the more we suffer. But when we shift our focus to what is within our power, our thoughts, our actions and our choices, we reclaim a sense of control over our lives. At the core of this mindset is the realization that we are not powerless, but neither are we all powerful. We are responsible for our decisions, our effort and our attitudes, but we cannot dictate every outcome. We may work hard, but success is never guaranteed. We may love deeply, but relationships are not entirely in our hands. We may take care of our health, yet illness can still arise. Accepting this reality does not mean giving up. It means recognizing the limits of control and directing our energy where it truly matters. Many people waste years of their lives in frustration over things they cannot change. They dwell on past mistakes, replaying moments they wish had gone differently. They worry about the opinions of others, trying to please everyone at the cost of their own peace. They resist change, clinging to what is familiar, even when it no longer serves them. But none of these struggles lead to growth or fulfillment. The past cannot be rewritten, others' opinions are beyond our influence, and change is an inevitable part of life. Those who learn to let go of these burdens experience a newfound sense of freedom. Letting go does not mean indifference. It does not mean becoming passive or careless. It means choosing where to place our attention and effort. When we focus on what is in our power, our work, our relationships, our values, we find strength. We may not control every situation, but we can control how we respond to it. If we fail, we can choose to learn rather than despair. If we are treated unfairly, we can choose dignity over resentment. If life presents unexpected challenges, we can choose to adapt rather than resist. This mindset is not always easy to adopt. It requires humility to acknowledge that we are not in control of everything. It requires discipline to direct our energy toward what truly matters. But those who master this way of thinking develop an unshakable resilience. They do not crumble when life takes an unexpected turn. They do not waste time on anger over things beyond their influence. Instead, they focus on what is theirs to shape their actions, their words, their mindset. Peace is found in this balance. It is found in the ability to give our best effort while accepting that some things are not ours to decide. It is found in knowing that while we cannot control everything, we can always control how we face it. Those who live by this principle do not fear uncertainty, because they understand that no matter what happens, their response is always within their power. Control what you can, accept what you cannot, and in doing so, find the strength to face anything. Discomfort is a teacher. It pushes us beyond our limits, forces us to confront our weaknesses, and reveals the areas in which we need to grow. Though most people instinctively seek comfort and avoid pain, true progress is rarely found in ease. Growth happens in discomfort. In the moments when we are challenged, when we are uncertain, and when we are pushed beyond what we thought we could handle. Those who embrace discomfort as a teacher understand that it is not something to be feared, but something to be valued. It is through discomfort that we become stronger, wiser, and more capable of facing whatever life brings. Every meaningful achievement requires a willingness to endure discomfort. Athletes must push through physical exhaustion to improve their strength and endurance. Artists must embrace creative frustration and self-doubt to refine their craft. Students must struggle through difficult concepts before they gain understanding. Those who resist discomfort never reach their full potential because they remain within the limits of what is easy. But those who accept discomfort as part of the journey realize that struggle is not a sign of failure, it is proof that they are growing. Discomfort forces us to adapt. When faced with unfamiliar situations, our natural response is often fear or resistance. The mind prefers the familiar because it feels safe, predictable, and controllable. But staying within comfort zones leads to stagnation. It is only by stepping into discomfort that we develop new skills, build resilience, and discover strengths we did not know we had. Every moment of discomfort is a lesson. an opportunity to expand our capabilities. Each time we endure difficulty, we become more prepared for future challenges. The greatest lessons in life are often learned through discomfort. When people experience loss, they gain a deeper appreciation for what they once had. When they fail, they learn the importance of perseverance and adaptation. When they struggle, they develop patience, discipline, and resilience. If life were always easy, there would be little need for growth, and wisdom would come only through theory rather than experience. It is discomfort that transforms knowledge into understanding, turning abstract lessons into deeply ingrained truths. Discomfort teaches us discipline. Growth does not happen instantly. It requires sustained effort, repeated failures, and persistence despite setbacks. Many people quit when things become difficult, believing that struggle is a sign that they are not meant to succeed. But those who embrace discomfort know that struggle is not a signal to stop but a sign to keep going. It is in discomfort that discipline is forged, where individuals learn to show up even when motivation fades, to push forward even when results are not immediate. Those who endure the discomfort of hard work ultimately achieve what others only dream of. Discomfort also reveals what truly matters. When people are stripped of ease and forced into difficult situations, their priorities become clear. In times of struggle, superficial concerns fade away, and what remains is what is essential: strength, character, relationships, and purpose. Those who have experienced discomfort develop a greater sense of gratitude, appreciating even the simplest joys that might have once been overlooked. They learn to value effort over ease, progress over comfort, and growth over stagnation. Many avoid discomfort because it is unpleasant, but avoiding it only leads to greater suffering in the long run. Challenges that are postponed eventually become unavoidable, and skills that are never developed lead to dependency and limitation. Growth delayed is growth denied. Those who embrace discomfort early, who seek challenge rather than avoid it, become the kind of people who thrive in any situation. They are not broken by adversity because they have already faced difficulty and emerged stronger. Discomfort is not the enemy. It is the path to mastery, wisdom, and resilience. It teaches lessons that cannot be learned in comfort, shaping individuals into versions of themselves they never imagined possible. Those who understand this principle do not run from discomfort, they welcome it, knowing that every moment of struggle is a step toward becoming stronger. True strength lies in endurance. It is not found in brief moments of power or fleeting displays of force, but in the ability to persist through hardship, to withstand adversity, and to continue moving forward, even when the path is difficult. Many people mistake strength for dominance, aggression, or the ability to overpower others, but real strength is much deeper. It is not about avoiding pain or resisting hardship, it is about embracing struggle and pushing through it. Those who endure, who refuse to give up when things become difficult, are the ones who develop true strength. Endurance is what separates those who succeed from those who fall short. In any pursuit, whether it is personal, professional, or physical, the difference between those who achieve greatness and those who do not is often not talent or intelligence, but persistence. The strongest individuals are not those who never struggle, but those who continue despite their struggles. They understand that obstacles are not signs to stop, but challenges to overcome. While others may be deterred by failure or hardship, those with endurance see these moments as opportunities to grow. Endurance is the ability to stay committed, even when motivation fades. It is easy to feel strong when everything is going well, but real strength is tested when difficulties arise. Many people begin with enthusiasm but falter when progress slows or challenges arise. True endurance is not about temporary bursts of effort, but about sustained commitment over time. It is the patience to keep going even when results are not immediate, the discipline to push forward when the journey feels endless, and the resilience to continue after setbacks. Every great accomplishment in history has been built on endurance. The scientist who spends years working through failed experiments before making a breakthrough, the athlete who trains tirelessly despite injuries and exhaustion, the artist who continues creating despite rejection, these individuals do not succeed because their path was easy, but because they refused to quit. The road to mastery in any field is filled with frustration, obstacles, and doubt, but those who possess true strength persist through these challenges. They understand that temporary discomfort is the price of long-term achievement. Endurance is also a mental and emotional strength, Life is unpredictable, and everyone faces hardships, loss, failure, disappointment, and setbacks. Those who endure do not allow these hardships to break them. They do not seek to escape difficulty but to face it with courage. They understand that suffering is temporary, but the strength gained from enduring it is permanent. They do not waste energy complaining about their circumstances but instead focus on what they can control, their attitude, their response, and their determination to keep moving forward. In endurance there is wisdom. Those who have endured hardship gain perspective, understanding that difficulty is not a sign of weakness, but an opportunity for growth. They recognize that pain and struggle are not to be feared but embraced as part of the journey. They become less reactive, less shaken by difficulties, and more capable of handling whatever comes their way. They develop patience, knowing that great things take time, and that the rewards of endurance far outweigh the momentary discomfort of struggle. Endurance is not passive, it is an active choice to keep going despite difficulty. It is the decision to rise after failure, to keep walking when the road is long, and to hold on even when everything seems against you. Those who endure do not rely on short-term bursts of strength, but cultivate a deep well of resilience that allows them to face any challenge. They understand that strength is not about avoiding hardship but about facing it head-on and refusing to be defeated. True strength is not found in avoiding struggle but in embracing it. It is not about overpowering others but about overcoming oneself, one's doubts, fears, and limitations. Those who endure become unbreakable, not because they never feel pain, but because they refuse to let pain define them. They stand firm when others fall, persist when others quit, and continue forward when others turn back. It is in endurance that true strength is revealed, and it is endurance that ultimately leads to greatness. True strength is not about never struggling, it is about never giving up. It is the quiet resilience that keeps us moving forward when the road is long and uncertain. It is the ability to rise after every fall, to keep pushing when everything inside us wants to quit. Strength is not measured in moments of ease, but in the ability to endure through hardship, to stand firm in the face of adversity, and to emerge stronger on the other side. Those who understand this do not fear struggle, they embrace it, knowing that every challenge is shaping them into something greater. In the end, endurance is what defines true strength, and those who persist are the ones who ultimately prevail.